What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Good morning host, it's me, Timothy, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi ho, it's me, Timothy, and welcome to my channel. As you guys can see, I'm now that bitch again because I got my nails done. I love them. They were giving me like total summer vibes. My boyfriend says that they remind him of candy corn, but we're just gonna leave him in the back chilling because his opinions do not matter when it comes to my appearance. Alright, well, I want to just get right into this video today because so many things have been happening this last week. Good, bad, the ugly, you know, everything. We're gonna get into it a little bit more. I'll explain to you guys a little bit more about what's been going on as soon as we get into the video. But I do want to start off this video, just like any other video, with a positive quote. So the positive quote for today is gonna be, "Empty pockets never held anyone back. Only empty heads and empty hearts can do that." And that kind of like hit home, but you know what? We're just gonna keep it moving. we're just gonna keep it moving. Alright guys, wow. If you want to see me go from a tired hoe to this, then keep on watching. Alright, well since things didn't go as planned for Sunday, this video is going to be a really just nice, smooth, quick and easy get ready with me. I'm going to be showing you guys how I get ready within like 30 minutes. So I don't know if you guys have tried these yet. These are the Fenty Beauty matchsticks. I have the caramel, truffle, and rum trio. As you guys can see right there, that's where you're going to find the shade names. I've been using these to kind of just like even out my skin tone, give myself a little bit of depth, and give myself a little bit of shine. These have changed my makeup routine drastically. Like, when I'm in a rush and I need to get out the door, this is what I'm reaching for. Like, this trio pack right here is what I'm reaching for. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to use these. Alright, and first things first, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And now I'm just going to be tapping this into the skin. This has literally been my favorite primer since I bought it. Like, I've tried a lot of primers before. I've used the Poreless Primer from Benefit. I've used the Maybelline primer, as you guys seen. I still use that one. I've used the Too Faced primer. I've used like MAC primer. This one is definitely my favorite, and it is the cheapest one I've had. This one is only $8. Like, literally, I cannot get over it. I know I said I was going to be trying to record more videos and post more often, but I've kind of been lazy lately. I don't know what it is. Like, I just have not been wanting to get up, and it's so annoying, and I need to like shake myself out of this funk. And I know I do because like I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish this year, and I can't do it while sleeping in bed, you know what I mean? But you know what, it's okay because we're gonna get through this together, and we're gonna make 2019 our bitch. Alright, and now for my second primer, I'm gonna use the Primed Poreless from Too Faced. This is really good too. I like to use the more like silica based primers because it really does help with like pores and stuff. And like, if you have large pores or you feel like your makeup just doesn't apply smoothly or it like leaves like little holes in your skin, it's probably because you're not using the right primer. And a silica based primer is going to be something that fills in your pores, but still not like damaging your skin as bad. If you're using like a water or like an oil based primer, they can have some pore effects in the formula, but when you're using more of like a silica based primer and you're kind of just tapping that in, you're tapping that into the pores, so that way it's kind of filling the pores inside, and it's going to give your foundation a nice, smooth, flawless look. I didn't learn makeup from like a school or anything. I did go to the Lipstick Nick tour. That's probably the only real makeup class that I've taken. But yeah, other than that, I've kind of just been self-taught. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials. Jeffree Star was kind of the person I started watching the most. Me and my best friend Heather, we used to watch Jeffree Star at work when everyone would leave. We just kind of, you know, chill and hang out. And then, let's see, who else would I watch? I would also watch like Nikkie Tutorials, as I mentioned to you guys before. I love Nikkie Tutorials. Like, she is the best. I think she's so creative, and like, she's always just been really interesting to me. I'm really happy that she got the position with Marc Jacobs. I don't really know like the exact title, and I don't want to get it wrong, but I know that she was just hired on with Marc Jacobs for like a really big position. So kudos to her. Also, I've been noticing that my friends have been starting their own YouTube channels or like starting their own businesses. Shout out to Marlisha Rochelle. If you guys have not checked out her online cosmetic store yet, it is under Rochelle. I'll try and leave a link down in the description box. But yes, I'm so proud of you guys. Good job. Way to follow your dreams. Don't let anything stop you, and just remember, like, stay consistent, because consistency is like the main thing in being successful. And I just want to see you guys go far, and I know you guys can do it. If you're wondering if it's hard to do my makeup with nails, it's hard to do my own makeup, but it's not really hard when I have to, like, help people at work or anything. Like, that's not really hard to me. It's just hard when I'm doing my own makeup. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, you'll know that I posted a picture the other day, and it was captioned, I believe it was captioned, "Would you believe me if I didn't use foundation?" and like blah blah blah. Okay, well, in that picture, I wasn't really wearing any type of foundation at all. All I was wearing was these matchsticks right here. I was only using the shade Truffle and Caramel, and I used those two to just kind of like even out my skin tone and to give my face a little bit of depth. So today we're going to be using all 3 of the matchsticks from Fenty Beauty. These work so good. These lasted me throughout a 12-hour day, and I normally wear my makeup between like 12 and 14 hours a day, and then I wipe it off right before I go to bed. So I noticed with these, like, there was no creasing. Once it set, it was good. It didn't really break apart once I used like other products. It blended very smoothly, and it set like almost instantly after I was done blending. So I'm just really excited to show you guys what I can do with these. So we're going to start with the darkest matchstick first. So this is in shade Truffle. I'm just going to warm it up right here on the back of my hand real quick so that way it's not dragging. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and just apply it where I would normally apply my contour. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it right here. And if you guys haven't used these before, a good tip to know is that these do dry down pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and just use my Beauty Bakery sponge. And you kind of just want to work fast with this product. Just kind of worry about blending it out so that way you don't have like any harsh chocolate lines on your face. And like I said, it is best to work in sections with this matchstick just because they do dry down fast, and the last thing you want to do is apply this thing all over your face and then go and try and blend it out, because it's just going to leave you really harsh lines. I just want to make sure that I'm using the same part of the sponge that I used to blend out the contour on my cheek that I'm blending out on my forehead, so that way it doesn't really mix in or blend in with the other colors just yet. Just like that. See, now I don't have any like harsh contour lines, but you can definitely tell where the contour is applied because I have this brighter spot right here, and then right here it's kind of shaded in, which is just the effect that you want to give yourself, especially when contouring. I'm just using my finger to lift up my hair so that way I can blend this into my hairline. Because these little hairs right here like to just fuck with me, and I cannot. And if you guys are wondering if these are full coverage, I totally think so, because honestly, like, one swipe is really all you need. I just use the extra swipe because I'm extra. Really did not come to play when she made these matchsticks. Like, this matchstick formula is like, it's really creamy, it's very, very long lasting, it doesn't fade away throughout the day. It's very blendable, as you guys can see. Like, whatever she did with this formula, she killed it. And if you feel like it's too harsh on like a certain area, like if it's too harsh like right here, just use like a cleaner part of your sponge and just pick up more of that product, so that way it helps blend it out more. You know what, I am going to be a little bit extra today and contour the under parts of my chin just to give myself more of like a snatched effect for my hair. I have to like literally make sure that this part is blended out the most, because I feel like I'm really tall compared to other people. So when they see me, they do see like the under part of me first. Like they see like kind of from top to bottom. They kind of see from bottom to top first. In my eyes, that's like kind of how I see it. But yeah, so I kind of like to make sure that this part is blended like seamlessly, so that way I'm not ever clogged. I'm just gonna add a little bit more on this side. Hey Jolene, how are you? It's nice to see you came back from vacation, bitch. I use a lot of pressure when I'm blending out cream products with my beauty blender, because I feel like you need to use more pressure or else it's just gonna like stick there. So if you guys are hearing like the slapping noises across my face and it sounds very abusive, it's because it is. Alright, and for nose contour today, I'm going to reach into my Jeffree Star brush bag here. And we're going to be using the tiny little sponge that comes in his collection. And then just to make sure we're not adding too much contour on our nose, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub some of the product off on my arm right here. Put the cap back on. You know, I don't really have to like rush and put the cap back on for these because they don't really dry down, it says, so that's a good thing. But I'm just going to use this small sponge right here and pick up some of the product. And I'm going to try and focus the product mainly on the top part of the sponge. I don't want to bring it all the way down. I kind of want to just focus it right up here. So that way I know where I'm applying the contour. And it's going to help you kind of like sculpt your nose a little bit better and faster too. without applying too much. So how I like to do this is I like to kind of just start my contour a little bit lower first, and then work my way backwards, bring it up into the underneath part of the brow like this. And then once I see kind of where it is, I'm gonna go, and once I see kind of like the line that I have down so far, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring it in a little bit closer, just to give my nose more of like a snatched effect. And it's easier to work down and then up, rather than working up and then down, because if you go too high on one side, then it's already gonna be messy. And nose contour is very, very concentrated, I feel like. Especially if you want to have like that nice snatched look, like you better make sure you're like focusing and concentrating on where you're putting that contour, because if you do it wrong, you can make your nose look very, very crooked. And you can blend it downwards, but don't blend it upwards. Just make sure that harsh line is kind of disappearing every time you're blending it. You can always get your nose contour or like any part of your contours more snatched afterwards. I just feel like this cream is just a really good like first base of your contour. So now that we have kind of defined the face and gave us a little bit more of a sculpted look, we're going to go ahead and go in with the shade Caramel. It's going to be this more yellowy shade. Thank goodness it's like literally my color. I'll show you guys. And what I like to do is I kind of just like to do the same thing and just warm it up right here on the back of my arm first. Give it a little bit more of a creamier texture. Truffle and caramel definitely feel different when it comes to texture. Like they do not feel the same at all. Caramel feels a little bit more creamier than what truffle feels like. Okay, and then we're just going to apply this in sections still. So we're going to go ahead and just apply this under the eye. Here. Covering up the mustache area. And we're just like kind of covering up everything. Covering up all of our flaws, all of our insecurities. Okay, and I'm just using my beauty blender and I'm blending this out. So this is it up close. As you can see, it totally canceled out my mustache area compared to this side. It's like gone. And you just want to make sure you're blending this out good. So as you guys can see, this side looks completely blurred out. Like I look almost like fake. This side you can kind of see a little bit more of my imperfections, a little bit more of like where it's discolored and a kind of a little bit more texture. But over here, this part just looks super, super, super smooth, and I am really happy with it. And these are really, really easy to blend as long as you're blending right away. So we pretty much just have like the forehead area left and the neck. Can't forget the neck. Gotta make sure that bitch matches. As you can see, I look pretty snatched. I look really, really dewy right now. So before we go on with shade Rum, I'm gonna go ahead and just set my face with powder. I'm just gonna set my under eyes with this powder. And I'm just trying to like mattify my face so that way it's not so like wet looking. But I don't want to use a lot of powder at the same time, so I'm kind of just going in lightly with the powder. I know I literally just said that I didn't want to use a lot of powder. I kind of lied. If you can't tell by now. Wow. My face feels extremely set now. Alright. Well, now that I've set my entire face and I look like a powdery hoe, which was not the look I was going for, but you know what? We're just going to dust away this powder. I'm going to be using the JS2 to dust off this powder. I don't know why I always overdo it with the powder. It just makes me feel a lot better though, to be honest. It makes me feel like my face really isn't going to go anywhere. Alright. So, as you guys can see, after the powder I just look a little bit ghostly. I'm going to go ahead and just give myself a good spritz of the Mario Badescu spray. And just kind of go over the face with the wetness. I feel like this step is really important when it comes to powdering. This is going to make the difference between you looking powdery and you looking very, very skin-like. So don't forget to spritz yourself. So as you guys can see, I'm looking real snatched. Just to kind of warm my face up a little bit more, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia contour palette. And I'm just going to be using the JS3 brush. And I'm going to dip into this chocolatier shade right here. And with my powder contour, I kind of just like to stamp it in first. That's my Fashion Nova package. Surprise hoes! My Fashion Nova package came in. I'll open that for you guys at the end, maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see. Okay, and just make sure that contour is really blended because you do not want to do all this work, make yourself look super flawless just so you can come back and see that you have really harsh contour lines. That is not cute. And I don't know what the fuck is going on with my hair up here, but we're gonna fix that. Okay, so for blush today, we're gonna be using the Kylie Cosmetics blush. This is in shade X Rated. And this is like my favorite blush. Like if you guys haven't tried this blush, you guys need to. Like this blush is amazing. And it's not one of those blushes that you apply and it like kind of disappears throughout the day. Like once you apply this blush, like it's there. I don't know why I apply the blush on my forehead. I just feel like it blends everything together and it brings everything in and it looks way prettier when I do that. So moving back to the Fenty matchsticks, we're going to be going in with the shade Rum. And like I said, I didn't really pick what colors came in the box. These are just the colors that came in the box. I'm just going to be warming it up on my finger. Okay, so I have them applied here onto my fingertips. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tap this on like this. Just like that. And now by itself, it's pretty blinding. It's like subtle, but it's blinding. You know what I mean? Like it's blinding. It's not like the most blindingest thing, but it's definitely blinding for like a subtle highlighter. It's actually really pretty though, I'm not even gonna lie. It's really, really pretty. Just gonna highlight my nose, my cupid's bow. And I am double jointed, so if you're like, oh my god, your fingers are crazy, bitch, I know. I've lived with it my whole entire life. So I'm looking really, really snatched. I'm even gonna add just a little bit right here, my forehead area. And now for lipstick today, we're just gonna go in with the shade Gemini. And I know, bitches, my lips ain't that big, but we're overdrawn today, okay? Alright, so I did go ahead and just do an overdrawn lip today. Time to move on to the eyes. We're just gonna do a nice simple glam using the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette. We're gonna bring this bitch back from the dead, revive it. I'm gonna show you guys what this bitch can actually do. I know no one's really talking about it, no one really stands for her anymore, but we're gonna revive that palette today, okay, hoes? Alright, and now I'm just gonna go for like a nice simple look today, nothing too much. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just tap in the concealer that I applied onto my eyelids earlier, just to warm it back up a little bit, so that way the eyeshadow pigment has a little bit of something to grip on. I've used this palette before Laura Lee was cancelled, but it's pretty good. It works really nice. It kind of reminds me of like a Morphe quality kind of palette. Alright, and then just to get the eyeshadow started, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the shade right here. It's called Okie Dokie. And I'm just going to pat this color right underneath the brow to give my brow bone a nice little highlight moment. And now with my Morphe M504 brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Bomb Diggity, which is right here. Alright, so she does have some pigment. Bomb Diggity does have some pigment, girl. She's there. She's light, but she's there. She's soft. I mean, she's there. She's pretty pigmented. It looks really pretty. I like it. It's a very nice transition color. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the shade Cray Cray next. It's a little bit deeper than Bomb Diggity, and this is just gonna go directly into the crease. I'm just using like literally the lightest motions to kind of blend this color in. It's actually blending nice. Like this palette is blending really nice. Like it's not really leaving any harsh lines. It's kind of just doing everything that I want it to do. Alright, and then I'm just going to go back in with my original brush right here and kind of just blend everything together. I actually think that looks really pretty. Ooh, I don't know. Do I even want to use a shimmer? I think I kind of just want to leave it like this. You know what, whatever. We're just going to leave it like this and call it a day. I'm going to go ahead and just apply some mascara. I'm going to be using the Bad Gal Bang today. I like to apply mascara before I curl, just because I feel like it works better for me because my lashes are really long. And I feel like when you just curl them first, my lashes just kind of fall back down right away. And now, while my top lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and just do the same thing I did to the top eye to the bottom eye. Alright, and then first we're going to go in with shade Bomb Diggity. I'm just making sure that those two connect. Alright, looking pretty fucking snatched. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Tarte eyelash curler. This to me is the best eyelash curler I have ever used, honestly. If you guys have not tried it, You guys have not tried the best thing yet. My mom put me onto this. I swear, every makeup artist I know uses this eyelash curler, and it is just literally the best. Alright, so this is my lashes just curled. I know. Beautiful. So there we have it. Now I'm going to show you guys how I fixed this part of my brow. I know, it's like literally just one little hair. So what I do to kind of fix that little thing on my eyebrow is I kind of just draw little hairs. I kind of just draw little hairs downwards. Okay, and we want to try and make it match as much as possible, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lightly shade in some hair right here. Just like that. You see? Slowly but surely starting to look like this one. I honestly don't know how I did this to my brow. I just know that it is freaking disgusting. So it needs to get fixed like right away. And then now with just my clean eyebrow brush, this is just a regular Morphe eyebrow brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that out. So that way it's not super dark. It looks good, it's gonna look natural, it's gonna look just like the other side. And obviously this brow is a lot darker now than this brow, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab the pencil and I'm just gonna lightly run it through this brow. I'm just gonna use the same brush that I used before and blend that out. Alright you guys, well that completes it for this makeup look today. I told you it was just gonna be a really nice, quick and easy get ready with me type of video. Now get ready for Sunday because I got something special for you hoes. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, just know that it's super glam, it's gonna look good, and make sure you hoes have your Jaclyn Hill palettes ready, okay? Because we're gonna look fab AF. And now I do want to give a shout out to one of my best friends. Her name is Heather Ortega. Heather, bitch, I know you watching. I love you so much. I miss you. And I cannot wait till you are out here so that way we can turn shit up. It's been too long, girl. You've been leaving me astray. And I just need to see you like today, tomorrow, the next day, for like the rest of my life, okay? Call me. I love you. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to my channel before you go home, especially if you want to see more looks like this. Alright you guys, well like I said, thank you for watching, and I will catch you hoes on the next one. Bye!